Greetings and welcome. My name is Vijay Raghavendra. I'm a data analytics partner development specialist at AWS. Welcome to another session of This Is My Offer, where we highlight key offerings from our key partners and partners that are focusing on our customers' most immediate challenges. And today, I'm delighted to introduce Tiger Analytics, who are very active in the supply chain space and again, solving some of the problems that customers facing to drive value from their supply chains. And I'd like to turn it over to Hari Natarajan, Vice President of Tiger Analytics, to introduce himself and provide more insight into what Tiger Analytics is all about.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks, Vijay. Thanks for this opportunity, and thanks for the partnership with AWS. It's been a wonderful journey, and looking forward to doing more things together. As a form of my introduction, Hari Natarajan, part of the consulting leadership team at Tiger and lead our supply chain practice. I've been with Tiger for 5 years and about 25 years in the industry in different analytics consulting, management consulting roles. And in terms of Tiger Analytics, we are an AI and analytics company, services company based in Santa Clara, California. And we have presence across multiple geographies, including India, UK, several places in Asia and Australia, cover pretty much all the continents, about 5,000 plus people, and serve 100 of the top Fortune 1,000 clients in all across all the industries, and delivering value through our AI and analytics solutions on AWS. And our work has been recognized by several leading establishments like Forrester, Gartner, ISG, amongst others. That's a brief background about Tiger, Vijay.
Yeah, thank you for that, Hari. So jumping into the actual solutions that you've built, we all know data continues to be a critical component in any solutions that customers deploy, especially to solve all their problems around in this case supply chain, right? The data ingestion part, the wrangling part, application of analytics in on the data, and providing the insights back to the key stakeholders continues to be one of the critical value drivers in the supply chain space. And I understand you have a unique solution that helps addresses these data related challenges, and specifically on the analytics component. So can you please talk about the solution that you've developed and provide more details around how it's solving some of the immense supply chain challenges, and more importantly, what are you seeing in the marketplace around adoption of key solutions, and what are the supply chain trends that you're observing that helps you craft these solutions?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for that, Vijay. Let me start off a little bit about the trends, right? Like some of the challenges that are there in the industry today, and therefore, what are the key success factors, if you will, right? So, if you look at it broadly, there are three dimensions into which I would bucket these challenges. First is the business environment. The business environment is rapidly changing, right? And there's heavy competition, significant cost pressures with the inflation and everything that's going on. There's changing market dynamics and a need for companies to be agile to be able to handle these market realities. That's number one. Number two, we've seen significant turmoil in terms of geopolitical environment. That's been the reality of today. And this creates, especially in the supply chain, several challenges with respect to reliability of supply chains, reliability and resiliency. And the third is technology environment, right? Technology is ever changing very, very rapidly. These cycles have significantly shrunk over the time. And other key problem with respect to the supply chain landscape, technology landscape specifically, is that there are disparate and disconnected systems in today's ecosystem. And this creates a lot of problem, especially when it comes to lack of good quality data, ability to connect the data to be able to make meaningful intelligence and decisions from that, right? Given this context, right, our purpose is to really, how do we drive better reliability and efficiency in supply chain to be able to make better decisions? And in order to do this, Vijay, what I should say is that, again, three is a magic number, right? There are, in my view, there are three things that need to be looked at. One, how do you provide good quality connected data, both internal and external data brought together in a meaningful way. Second is, how do you really bring AI and analytics to help decision making? And three, how do you look at technology and technology architecture in a very modular, scalable, product based architecture approach so that you can help innovate and in an agile way roll out capabilities to the business, right? So those are the three key dimensions I would highlight as a part of the background.
Okay, that's great to know, and especially the point around bringing external and internal data sources, which are in completely disparate systems, becomes critical. So completely agree there. Can you talk about the specific offering that you put together that addresses some of the points that you made?
Absolutely, absolutely. So today, supply chain landscape is fairly fragmented, as we were discussing, and what we are doing to help organizations realize this intelligence to power the processes and tools in this disparate landscape in a very practical and agile manner. And one of the key parts of our offering is what we call as the SCAI platform on AWS. And this consists of different Lego blocks of solutions that bring this intelligence layer to life. And I'll talk a little bit about that in more detail. The second key thing is the human-centric design approach, right? There is an approach of show and tell, educate, to be able to drive adoption of the solutions that we build. And we start this engagement from day one, right? Co-creating and co-developing solutions with the end business users. We use techniques like design thinking to be a part of that. And the third is an agile product oriented development approach. With that mindset, we are able to help deliver incremental capabilities, even if there are imperfections in data, right? So that is the reality of today. And how do we get started here and now? That's the core to what we have as an offering. And why should we do this, right? In the value that our clients realize as a part of this, Vijay, and you'll corroborate to this low time to value
Mhm.
in bringing this to life, right? Because there are significant number of reusable components as a part of this. Solutions are customized to our client's need and context. The product based approach brings in a very pragmatic way of realizing this in an agile way. One of the key things and differentiators that we are very proud of in our partnership is two things, right? One is the ownership of the IP of Sky Platform is with our clients at the end of it. We give it away. And second is our very well integrated partnership with AWS, which has proven really well for us and for our clients in this ecosystem.
Thank you for that description of the offering, Hari. Can you talk a little bit about maybe a couple of customer examples where customers have derived value from the Sky solution, and any insights you can provide around the solution and the value would be great.
Absolutely, absolutely, Vijay. Delighted to do that. Let me start off with a couple of examples. The first one is a leading global food and beverage manufacturer, where they wanted to digitally reimagine their business to address some of the challenges that we've been talking about, right? As in, like, shift in demand due to changing consumer demographics and shopping behavior. Second is more structural changes that they have been doing within their business due to high cost, right? High cost of labor, high cost of raw material, being able to understand cost of goods sold and being able to act on it, right? There has been disruption of traditional sales channels and regionalization of supply chain network due to macroeconomic and geopolitical conditions that we've been discussing, as well as how and where consumers want to interact with the brand, right? Both online, in store, and so on and so forth. A lot of this has significantly changed with COVID as well. And there is a increased awareness in terms of sustainability and how consumers look at social responsibility of the brands that they consume as well, right? So all of these are in the background, and that's where the need for digitally reimagining business really came in. And In this particular client example, we've been working with them for the last 2.5 years plus, and we deployed Sky to digitally enable with several capabilities, starting with intelligent warehousing and logistics application, where there are aspects of real-time visibility and actionability to better plan, load, unload, pick, deliver goods, both from a middle mile and the last mile perspective, right? To the outcome is reduction of disruptions in the supply chain network. Second example within that is an integrated digital manufacturing solution where there is capabilities around monitoring AI, using AI and insights, reduction in emissions, waste, water usage, etc. But not just that, even looking at aspects of reliability, quality, safety as a part of the whole manufacturing digitalization, right? Then moving further towards closer to the customer and the consumer, right? There are capabilities around smart ordering, right? How do you really automate ordering and fulfillment processes across fulfillment centers, warehouses, and then to the customer stores? And this overall reduces the cost to serve across the board. And also, in this particular case, they are a DSD or a direct store delivery shop, and therefore capabilities around more bringing in external data. We were talking about it, right? How do you really do forecasting and understand consumer and consumer behavior to be incorporated into forecasting, and also better planning of route services, representative behavior using AI to accurately track these demand shifts and be able to adjust sales operations, therefore, right? So all of these, and one of the key things that has also happened in the recent past is direct to consumer channel has opened up in a very big way. So ability to track and trace inventory with own fleet, 3PL, optimize the last mile using AI to manage disruption and to reduce cost. And if you kind of look at it, right, like we've been talking about end-to-end supply chain, so you can definitely not forget about vendor collaboration, which brings in a 360-degree view of understanding supplier performance, and going all the way up to the grower and the farmer to sense disruptions and then to be able to take preventative action ahead of time to avoid any downtimes or schedule misses and so on and so forth. And overall, improving your vendor collaboration and vendor relationships across the board. So all of these were done in a very agile way while keeping to an end vision, but building foundational components using the Lego block based approach that we've been building out as a part of Sky. Have shown significant progress in terms of 20 to 30% efficiency using AI and optimization approach from an operational efficiency perspective, significant cost reductions on the order of 20+%. And overall, the volume of sales at the stores with better demand forecasting, route planning, etc., that we spoke about has also been significant. And last but not the least is the sustainability goal. There's a stated agenda of 2030 goals of 75% emission reduction, 25% water consumption, and 50% waste. We are, I would say, very proud to say that we are almost like 40 to 50% of accomplishing that in the last couple of years, and well underway to meet the 2030 goals as well. And one more example, Vijay, just to shift gears, right? Wanted to talk about a large US apparel retailer and manufacturer. So here our client wanted to optimize their supply chain and their logistics to evaluate the impact of potential changes, right? So we started building out specific optimization solutions using Sky for their distribution optimization or replenishment optimization, right? But we all know, like designing and developing a digital twin is a utopian concept for end-to-end supply chain. But what we tried to do here is create an AI-powered platform that allows this retailer to simulate different practical scenarios in a very quick and easy way to assess the impact to their business and take practical actions immediately and here and now, right? So, for example, in Back to School 2023, we were able to show a revenue uptick of $19 million by applying this rapid simulation factory-based approach, right? And overall, this solution is estimated to have provide an incremental revenue of around $126 million, an EBIT of $55 million in FY23 across North America and European regions. So again, couple of examples. There are a lot more, but a couple of examples that I'm very proud of to talk about on this call, partnering with AWS and something that we've been able to bring to life.
Yeah, that's great, and nothing better to demonstrate value than proven impact, right? And seems like in these two examples, you address a couple of critical points that customers are faced, prioritizing around sustainability, for example, which you addressed
Mhm.
as well. That's great, and it's also obvious that you've gone through a kind of a fairly disciplined vetting process to demonstrate value through the solution. Can you now talk about now for customers looking for actual how they can immediately get impact and how they can address their immediate challenges around what the solution addresses? What is the deployment mechanism? What do you have planned? So some more insights there would be really good. Hurry.
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, Vijay, part of our partnership, right? Like the SCAI platform is available on the AWS marketplace. So that's number one starting point, if you will, right? But as we start engaging, working with AWS with our clients, right? One of the first things that we do is to craft a compelling business case. And this is where some of the human-centric design to be able to think through a design workshop, rapidly identify areas of opportunity, and contribute to the development of a compelling business case, right, for the client's growth and transformation objectives becomes extremely clear. We need to sign up for this business case with the value proposition and the ROI across different stakeholders. That's step one, I would say. Step two is to really leveraging the Lego block based approach to quickly realize value. So how do you break this up into a agile roadmap using the platform built on AWS and to quickly start delivering incremental value uh, across the board and build several products, whether it is data products, analytical products, or consumption layer, to be able to realize this in an incremental way. And last but not the least is the corresponding measurement mechanism, right? So we would also, as a part of this whole engagement approach, is put together those ways to measure success and how do we replicate that and reuse that in multiple different parts of the end-to-end supply chain to agree, monitor value that is being realized and continue to build on that success. And one of the key things I would like to say is that all of this is done in typically 10 to 12 week agile cycles so that you are incrementally delivering business value and then moving on and building towards that end vision of the transformation.
Yep.
So that's in summary, Vijay, how do we get started and how do we deliver value?
Yep. No, this has been great, Hari, and thanks for providing more insights around the deployment mechanism, and more importantly, you also alluded to the timeline to derive value, right? What is it? What is the time taken? So that is obviously what our customers also look for. So thank you for this, for sharing your insights around Sky and how you're addressing some of the supply chain challenges here. And I look forward to engaging with you further as we develop more compelling offerings in the supply chain space. Thank you.
Absolutely. And thank you again for this opportunity and thank you for the partnership. It's been a wonderful journey, like I said.